Did you know that every state has law or policies against bullying in schools, according to stopbullying.gov? And that children are 2 times more likely to commit suicide because of bullying. This all can lead to long-term psychological damage, and in more extreme cases, it can lead to violence such as school shootings. Knowing all this, I think that it's very important that we have stricter anti-bullying laws in schools, and they're more strictly enforced than they are being now. This way, we could prevent young suicides, and kids would be less afraid to go to school every day. I'm Kylie White, and I witnessed a lot of bullying throughout my years in school, mainly in middle and high school. And it always struck a chord with me, and I really wanted to try and do something to inform more people of the issue in schools and try and get them to actually change this issue. According to a statistic from ABC News, 30% of students are either bullies or victims of bullying in schools. And every day, 160,000 kids don't go to school because they're afraid of being bullied. As listed by the National Center Against Bullying, there are 4 different types of bullying. There's physical, which is like hitting, kicking, tripping. There's verbal, which is intimidation, name-calling, things like that. And then covert bullying is more behind the scenes, such as spreading rumors about the victim. And then there's cyberbullying, which is a combination of verbal and covert bullying through some sort of technology. Each of these types of bullying have extremely tragic repercussions. USA Today did a story on a young girl named Ellie Delmont, who was only 13 when she first attempted suicide from being bullied since the 2nd grade, and she just could no longer handle it. Now she's telling her story to kids around the world in order to hopefully give them the motivation to actually get help whenever they're being bullied. There was also a Missouri girl that was bullied by a neighbor, an adult neighbor, on Facebook, so cyberbullying, where she made a fake profile of a boy that was interested in this girl and then ended up turning on her, and the girl was so hurt that she hanged herself. And it's not only children and young adults that are being bullied, there's also bullying in the workplace, which is a major issue. According to the Bullying Institute, 1/3 of workers are victims of this bullying, and there are actually no laws against workplace bullying. Sometimes it can be considered harassment, but not in all cases, so sometimes it just goes unnoticed and untaken care of. But in each of these cases, I feel like it was overlooked by the school or by parents or by the workplace about this bullying that's happening. And it would be important for there to be maybe federal laws against this, because so far there are no federal laws against bullying in schools, and there are no laws at all for bullying in the workplace. So I think if we were to, if people were to make that more clear that this needed to be done, then maybe it could actually get started. And all in all, if you have a sibling, or even if you have kids yourself, and you should definitely make them aware of bullying and how it's not okay, and that they do need to get help, and they can get help from either people in their school, from you, from their parents, whoever it is. And even if you have a sibling that's in the workplace, you could let them know about workplace bullying as well. And then hopefully, eventually, there would be something that could be more strictly enforced, and it wouldn't be as great of an issue in the U.S.